After 3 weeks of hectic campaigning, an important leg in the assembly elections has come to an end. April 4th marks the last day of political rallies for polls to Tamil Nadu, Kerala, Puducherry and Assam, and for Phase-3 polling in West Bengal. April 6th will see the third out of 8 phases of polling in West Bengal. Assam will go to polls in its third and final phase, while Tamil Nadu, Kerala and Puducherry will go to polls in a single phase on the same day. You're watching TV9 Digital. I am Adarsh Vepachedu, and in this video, I will be summing up the campaigning and tell you things you must know about the upcoming assembly elections. Let's start with Tamil Nadu. All 234 constituencies in the state will be going to polls on the 6th of April. The main parties in the fray are All India Anna Dravida Munnetra Kazhagam, BJP, Pattali Makkal Katchi and 7 other smaller parties forming the National Democratic Alliance or NDA. On the other hand, Dravida Munnetra Kazhagam, Congress, CPI and 10 other parties will be fighting it out under the Secular Progressive Alliance. Amma Makkal Munnetra Kazhagam, Desiya Murpokku Dravida Kazhagam and 6 other parties will be fighting under the Amma Makkal Munnetra Kazhagam Plus banner. Kamal Hassan's Makkal Nidhi Mayam, India Jananayaga Katchi and 3 other parties under Makkalin Mudal Kutani are also in the fray. Assembly elections in Tamil Nadu for all 234 constituencies will be held in a single phase. Tamil Nadu witnessed intense campaigning in the last few weeks. Rallies by BJP and the AIADMK saw politicians attacking the Congress and DMK for their dynastic politics. The AIADMK BJP combined are hoping for a re-election. At a turn, politician Kamal Hassan's MNM contesting on 154 out of the total 234 seats and TTV Dinakaran's AMMK are set to give a tough fight. In neighbouring Kerala, all 140 constituencies will go to polls on the 6th of April. Main parties in fray are CPIM, CPI, 8 other parties and independents under the Left Democratic Front. Congress, Indian Union Muslim League, 6 other parties and independents forming the United Democratic Front. BJP, Bharat Dharma Janasena, 3 other parties and independents under the banner of National Democratic Alliance. Assembly elections in Kerala for all 140 constituencies will be held in a single phase. Kerala has seen the Congress campaign quite aggressively. More than 27 lakh people are eligible to vote across the state. The ruling Left Democratic Front, the United Democratic Front consisting of Congress and its allies, and the BJP are the 3 main contenders that will be battling it out in all 140 constituencies. The assembly elections in Kerala will see left-led LDF and Congress-led UDF locking horns with each other. On the other hand, BJP under K. Surendran's leadership will be trying out its luck. In the Union Territory of Puducherry as well, all 30 constituencies will go to polls on the 6th of April. Main parties in the fray are Congress, DMK, 2 other parties and an independent under the United Progressive Alliance. Pitted against the UPA are All India NR Congress and BJP under the National Democratic Alliance. Also in the fray are Amma Makkal Munnetra Kazhagam and Social Democratic Party of India under the Amma Makkal Munnetra Kazhagam Plus. Other parties like Nam Tamilar Katchi, Desiya Murpokku Dravida Kazhagam and Makkal Nidhi Mayam are also battling it out in Puducherry. Assembly elections in Puducherry for all 30 constituencies will be held in a single phase. April 6th will also see all 30 seats in the Union Territory of Puducherry go to polls 2 months after the V. Narayanasamy-led Congress government fell. Narayanasamy accused the BJP of colluding with Kiran Bedi and toppling the government. In March, the Madras High Court asked if the elections in Puducherry could be deferred owing to allegations that the BJP had wrongfully acquired and misused voters' Aadhaar details, including phone numbers, for campaigning purposes. Prime Minister Narendra Modi in his rallies has said that the assembly election in Puducherry is unique because the sitting chief minister has not been given a ticket. Next up, Assam, which has a total of 126 constituencies. BJP and Assam Gana Parishad under the National Democratic Alliance are incumbent here and are pitted against Congress, All India United Democratic Front, Bodoland People's Front and 5 other parties under the United Progressive Alliance. Also in the fray are Assam Jatiya Parishad and Raijor Dal under the United Regional Front. On April 6th, Assam will go to polls in the third and final phase, which will see the fate of candidates from 40 constituencies being sealed. Assam, which is going to polls in the third and final phase, has not only seen extensive campaigning by BJP and the Congress, but also its fair share of controversies. BJP leader Himanta Biswa Sharma was initially handed a 48-hour ban from campaigning after he threatened BPF chief Hagrama Mohilari of jail. After an appeal, the ban was halved to 24 hours, allowing him to campaign on Sunday, that is the 4th of April, the last day of campaigning. In yet another controversy, the Election Commission has ordered for repolling at polling station number 149 of Rathabari seat in Assam. An EVM was found in a car that belongs to Patarkandi BJP candidate Krishnendu Paul. Lastly, the state that is the subject of intense debate and competition, West Bengal. This state has a total of 234 constituencies. The main parties in the fray are All India Trinamool Congress, Gorkha Janmukti Morcha and an independent under the Trinamool Congress. CPIM, All India Forward Bloc and 5 other parties under Sanyukta Morcha, BJP and All Jharkhand Students Union are fighting together and are looking to make great inroads as well. Also in the fray are parties like Socialist Unity Centre of India Communist, Janata Dal United and All India Majlis-e-Ittihad al-Muslimin. On the 6th of April, West Bengal will go to polls in the 3rd out of 8 phases of elections, which will see elections in 31 constituencies. From mega road shows to wheelchair rallies and martial arts, politicians have been bringing their A game when it comes to polls in West Bengal, which is witnessing a direct contest of sorts between Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee and Prime Minister Narendra Modi. The 3rd out of 8 phases of polling will see a total of 31 constituencies going to polls. The last day of campaigning before the 3rd phase of elections saw Mamata Banerjee and her nephew Abhishek Banerjee taking on Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath and Suvendu Adhikari's rallies. Counting for all phases of elections in the 4 states and union territories will take place on the 2nd of May. If you like the information that I've shared with you, make sure you like and share this video. And yes, subscribe to TV9 News on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram and Twitter. Until next time.